It is Indiana in the Morning on AM 1160, WCCS 101.1 FM, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank. He is David Janusek from downtown Indiana, involved right now in the middle of the It's a Wonderful Life Festival. It continues, but my goodness, Dave, it's gone quickly, hasn't it?
It has, and that's the point. You know, if you're going to run downtown. Run downtown
There
now
you go.
because it's going to be gone. I mean, we're going to get to the point where, unfortunately, we've already started to have meetings of how do we take all this stuff down. I don't want to say that too loud, but it's like, we're getting close to the end. So, there's 2 weekends left, and these next 2 weekends are just packed with stuff to do. And I hear less and less people say, there's nothing to do around here. But there is tons and tons of stuff to do in the downtown, especially this weekend. Again, we start tonight at 5. Santa will be down there giving out free insomnia cookies and listening to your wishes and lists.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, so he's the big guy. We got the big guy today. We got the big guy tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day, a really big day. A lot of things going on. Along with the merchants being open, we'll have something new this year. 6- and 7-year-old grade school children, under the direction of Senora Elena Palmer, will be doing Spanish Christmas carols between 2 and 4.
Wow!
Down in the parking on Philadelphia Street. Also, Sharon School of Dance is on stage at noon. The Sweet Adelines, the Indiana Chorus. If you've seen those guys, they are power-packed, full of energy. They come on at 3:45. Here's something interesting we've never done before. At 4:30, Dominic Jones and Whitney Truckley will exchange their wedding vows in front of the tree.
Real?
Yes, we're going to have a wedding.
There's a It's a Wonderful Life wedding?
It's a wonderful...
It's a wonderful wedding.
That almost sounds like it should be starring a cast
Oh,
of...
man, it's a Hallmark movie.
It is
breaking
a Hallmark.
out in downtown Indiana this
Right.
weekend.
So we are going to see these two get married here in the park, which is really kind of cool. That's
Is
kind of
everybody
the coolest
invited?
thing. Anyone, come on down. We'll have the fire crackling in the middle of the parks. I know it's supposed to be a little chilly this week, but have no fear.
Oh, you'll be fine.
You'll
Partly
be
sunny,
fine.
34. That's seasonal is what that is.
Absolutely. It's seasonal for Western Pennsylvania. So we've got, a lot of stuff going on Saturday. Sunday again, some more things going on Sunday. I also want to mention that we always have the community booths. And, once the community booths are gone, they're gone. But there's a lot of great stuff going on. Chevy Chase is back with us this weekend. Cub Scouts Pack 1025, 1029, Evergreen Conservancy, Homer Center, high school class of 2025. And in these booths, it's kind of neat. They've got everything from hot chocolate, hot cider, baked goods, small pieces of food, things like that, that all goes back to help their nonprofits. And I think what's really happening here is we're starting to see this festival become really a community embraced. Having a wedding, you've got nonprofits. The other thing I do want to mention, we can't forget this weekend is the big premiere of It's a Wonderful Life at the Indiana Players at the Philadelphia Street Playhouse.
This is the marathon?
The marathon's next weekend.
The marathon's next
I'm
weekend.
gonna leave here and get some sleep after this weekend till next Friday. But this weekend's just packed with a lot of stuff going on. As far as the marathon, if you do want to buy tickets, what we're going to do is we're going to start showing It's a Wonderful Life. This is next Friday, Saturday, starting at 8 p.m. at night, running all the way till 8 p.m. the next night. So shows start basically every 2.5 hours. You can buy tickets on ShowClicks. You can buy tickets at the Downtown Indiana office. You can buy tickets at the information booth. It's $5 a ticket. Or if you want to do the whole 10, $25. That's a bargain. I'm doing the whole 10.
You are?
I'm doing it again, the whole 10.
You did this last year,
I did
too.
it last year.
And you made it all the way through?
I made it all the way through.
You're a year older. Do you go through training in order to do this?
I am. I've been watching It's a Wonderful Life backwards, forwards.
Backwards and forwards.
Just trying to stay up, trying to get through the whole thing. And I will admit, there were some lonely hours with just George Bailey and I, sitting in the Indiana Theater last year. So I'm welcoming anyone that wants to come down at, the 3:30 a.m. showing. I'll be there. The 1 a.m. showing, I'll be there. The 6 a.m. It's kind of neat. Come on down, 6 a.m. Watch George Bailey lose money.
So that's going to be Friday night into Saturday.
That's next Friday, next Saturday. We also have, the 13 holiday windows. These students from IUP did a fantastic job. So there's 13 windows in downtown. They're marked with a snowflake. We're asking you to go in. Again, vote for your favorite window. You can get tickets at the retailers or at the information booth. They did really a wonderful job of just depicting different holiday scenes throughout downtown. So that's 13 windows. That there's a map on our Facebook page. We also have maps available at each of the retailers. Yeah. It's a great, like I said, there's so much to do. You run down here and spend your weekend seeing really what downtown Indiana and what the borough has cooked up for this year.
And we had Lori Kuzneski in with us a half hour ago, and she, of course, with the United Way of Indiana County, they have their scavenger hunt happening downtown.
The scavenger hunt, I know that Quota has their holiday house tour on Saturday.
Yeah, that's
I mean, there's
tomorrow.
When people say there's nothing to do, I'm not sure. Not sure they're tuned in or they're not listening to Renda or CCS because there's tons to do.
Now, next week, through the course of the week, we're going to be broadcasting from the 700 shop.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
And downtown Indiana will be involved in that in a way as well.
Correct. Next week, down on the corner of 700 and 700 in Philly, or 700 shop, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's kind of cool. You guys also on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we're asking that if you're a merchant or an individual, you want to come down and make that donation, make the donation at the window of the 700 shop. And then we're also asking that if you're a merchant in downtown that would like to donate a product for a product challenge sort of thing, we'd also like you to do that. You can either call the office, you can call Josh Rosenberger, 724-465-8411, or your very own Kerry Rako here at CCS. So we're all kind of involved in that holiday spirit. I mean, like I said, holidays are fleeting, folks. You know, in 2 weeks, we'll all look back and it'll be gone. So take advantage of all this holiday stuff.
Yeah. So that's all is going to be happening this weekend and then through the course of next week as we're downtown for the 700 shop for the Teddy Bear Fun Drive. And we'll be broadcasting all week long. And then the following weekend is the final weekend of this year's It's a Wonderful Life Festival.
The final weekend of It's a Wonderful Life Festival, we have, by popular demand, thanks to the Indiana Lions Club, they're sponsoring, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we had costume characters. They're coming back. They'll be helping out Santa. It'll be a whole new cast of costume characters. We have entertainment again for next week, and I can talk a little bit about that a little bit later on. Again, the It's a Wonderful Life Marathon's coming up. We also still have, a lot of people take advantage of the 12 movies of Christmas. I know next, nothing tonight. There's no movie tonight. However, on the 9th, which is Saturday, Christmas with the Cranks, Scrooged, that's the Bill Murray show on the 10th. And then again, we talked about the 15th, 16th. It's a Wonderful Life movie marathon. And then on the next Sunday, that Christmas favorite, A Christmas Story, wraps it all up. So there's something for everyone. And those are also at the Indiana Theater.
I always chuckle when, Scrooged. The Robert Goulet's Cajun Christmas, where he's on the flatboat going through the swamps, and there's a alligator chasing after him. he's tried to sing Christmas songs and keeping his eye on this alligator that's stalking him.
Something
beautiful stuff.
Todd, something for everyone.
There you go.
Something for everyone, for sure.
All right, so we've got a minute left with Dave Janusek, downtown Indiana. Reflect a little bit, if you will, on what it's been like here, comparing this year to last year and the response of the people.
I think, obviously, this year to last year, we saw a larger crowd. We talked about this last week, a larger crowd that night for the parade. 12,000 people was estimated that came downtown. And when I tell it to people, they're like, what? Like, where did they all stand? And we stay still in Philadelphia Street, but we're also seeing more people coming down during the weekends, hanging out. I know this year we added the fire barrel. Oh, by the way, we're running low on wood stock. So if anybody wood stock, wood. Let's just leave it at that. Our stocks, piles
need
of
some
wood.
firewood.
We need some firewood. So if someone out there has some pallet wood or cordwood they'd like to donate, give me a ring. We'll get it down there. But I think that's helped. So there is kind of a warming station, an all-natural warming station. People seem to like. The nonprofits have brought their A game. Brought a lot of nice products. So I think that we're starting to see again, I just, mentioned this year someone's getting married in front of the tree. So it's really starting to become that solidification of what we really wanted to see this be, a community festival. I almost failed to mention this weekend and next weekend, the YMCA will be taking over 699 Philadelphia Street, which is the old Michael Beeson, doing holiday crafts and Santa's Workshop. And that's another organization that's kind of jumped up and said, hey, how can we be a part of this? So the reflection back, I think, we saw last year, it was very popular, but I think this year it's starting to grow a little bit more legs, and we're starting to see more organizations get involved, the public get more involved, and it's really a neat thing to come down during the weekends, even if it's just hanging out, listening to some carols. I know last week we had Anthony Frazier kind of impromptu do some carols, which was kind of neat, so you never know what's going to happen.
He is David Janusek, downtown Indiana. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful weekend. It's 8:58, almost 1 minute away from the top of the hour.